Morning, this is Fuel Can. It's a new day, it's a new location, and after what, if you've seen the first video, what was a very short introduction, this is the second video and a walk around Clifford, going into detail as to what we've spent thus far purchasing him, what he owes us thus far, and just a quick tour around to show you what as a blank canvas we are actually starting with. So this is Clifford, our 2001 medium wheelbase, high roof Renault Master, purchased for £300. We were very lucky to find him, obviously bought during current times when van prices an absolute premium. Bought him off the previous owner, who had owned him for about 8 years, used him around festivals pre-COVID, was a lighting engineer, stood for 2 years then without MOT. We travelled down Southampton to purchase him, drove him back. He was booked straight in for an MOT, so we drove him back to the MOT. Needed a couple of little bits and pieces sorting, mainly to front suspension, drive shaft gaiters, ball joint, needed a couple of tyres also. Being chassis rail, sills are advisory only, non-structural. They were covered to reduce any sharp edges, but I've taken that off since, so we can have a look at what work we need to do on that. We've got work on both sides of the sills. There's also work I'll show you from the inside behind this, where water is gathered. There's been previous work on the sills, previous work generally on bodywork. Also various shades of red, hasn't been mopped and polished for quite a while. Been work on this side before us, and this is the work on this side we need to address. But we sold the Fiamma awning that was on him. We've sold that. I've also sold the centre section of the Rhino roof rack, and we sold the double and single front seats. So currently, with the MOT and with the MOT work, we managed to do a little bit of that ourselves, currently owes us a very, very amazing sum of £80. So couldn't ask for a better basis for our project, couldn't ask for a better financial start to our project either. So to the inside, again, as I said, it's a blank canvas now. We removed any timber work, any cladding, any insulation, just to give us a full picture of what we're looking at, and also it just helps plan a space. You physically stand in it, you can measure everything up accurately. So we have discovered further work, some of which is behind previous repair work, so we need to address that. Work behind the plastic trim on the driver's side as well, so we'll cut that out and replace that. Other than removing everything that was in here, I have replaced the front seats. We'd sold the previous ones. These were seats I had sat in the workshop, so I've put those in on some box section. That gives us A, something to sit on, but B, it's a lot more comfortable for driving around when we're picking parts and other bits and pieces up. Other than that, I have fitted a sunroof, so there is a pressed aperture within the roof of the van. There was a small roof vent in there. The original roof rack ran further forward and over time had crushed the original vent. So I've replaced that to make Clifford watertight. That was a gift, so that's helped with budget. It'll also form part of various plans that we've potentially got for the van, other than obviously just ventilation for night time. It'll also provide us potentially with access to the roof. We've got various holes that we need to fill, some of which are for the original roof rack mounts. It's got a decent roof rack on it, but the mounts aren't the original ones for this van, so I need to locate some of those. So it is mounted it's mounted well, it's just not mounted correctly as I'd like. But yeah, other than that, it gives us a great start. Now, we were fortunate, a couple of things that were on our list that we wanted were windows in the van, because being on a budget, if they're already fitted, it's massively advantageous. I could potentially fit windows myself, but you've still got the purchase of them, and at the minute the cost of things, that's quite a chunk out of our budget when we've set such a reasonable budget, or reasonably small budget with which to complete the works. Also has a tow bar fitted, which is brilliant, just in case we want to mount a bike rack or anything else on the back. Or tow, we've got a small little trailer for towing potentially, so that's again another cost saving. But that is Clifford. Very pleased to be starting this journey. Very pleased if some of you would like to join us on this journey as we take Clifford and convert him into a lovely little bespoke family camper. So thanks for joining us, particularly after the very short first video, if you've managed to see that. I'm Mark, this is Fuel Can. Do take care, keep safe, and thank you for coming.